Hi Peter, Phil Beaver here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson this afternoon. So if we run through a couple of bits, we can see here your swing as we take it away. The club head is going far too inside too early. So we can see that here as we get halfway back where your hands reach sort of waist height. We can see the shaft is in a very horizontal position and it's whipped way behind you. If we look at this guy here on the right, just keep an eye on as he takes the club away. We can see his club head is staying outside of his hands for much longer, so when he gets to the same position as you can see his club head is in a much better position, less behind. So when he hinges the shaft, which we can see now at this early frame here, we can see that line points literally just above the ball, where if we look at yours, Peter, at that stage there, we can see it points a long way above the ball. So when you're hitting 3/4 shots or pitch shots or even that 50-yard chip, you're going to struggle with that, and the shank can come back in from that. Another thing to look at also is because you've started to go so flat, if we look at your hands, they're almost behind your body, where if we look at this guy here, Alex, we can see they're in front of his chest again. And the start of that backswing is so important. If the hands go inwards, so this way, backward that way, then everything's going to start flat. And when we get to the top of your swing, we can see here it's very low, left arm's too far across. We draw a line on the butt of the club. I mean, look where that line's pointing. Yeah, it's too flat. If we look at Alex from this position here, he can just work his arms almost straight up. And then when we get to the top of his swing, we can see there his hands are way above his head. But also if we draw a line on the butt of the club, we can see it's in the middle of his foot or his feet line. So very different looking. Okay. So from here, what we then needed to do was then try and work on getting the club back on the inside, slightly coming down. We just draw a line on this ball there. Oh, sorry. We noticed that when you was in here, you was getting 9 degrees of path to the left. Now, even though the swing coming down looks good, it looks like it's cutting through the forearm, we're going to see the club head already started to go to the right of this red line. We can see that quite evidently there, coming into the ball. And this is where your path is left. Now, from here, the club's going to obviously swing left, with the club face being slightly open, and we can see that at this frame there. Now that's fine if you want to hit a cut, but for you, you were losing quite a lot of yardage. And if we get rid of all these lines, you can see here your last couple of shots, that was 130 yards with the club you was currently hitting, and we need to get that up to 140, 145. And we got it up to 142, I think the best, but averaging at 140. And that's so I want you to try and get these arms going up a little bit more vertical to the top of the swing. Okay. Good drill for you there was I put you against a wall there. 1, I want you to miss the wall on the way up, and 2, I want you to hit the wall on the way down. That really does give you that feeling. And then from there, I want you to feel like you're going to swing out and away and rotate your hands. If we look at Alex coming down, you'll see there he gets the club beautifully on line there. Get that shaft cutting above that forearm there. And if we go to the halfway back, we can see there his shaft again is on that same line, okay? So, and that's what you was asking. You thought everyone's swing looks like they swing it on one plane, and we can see there with Alex it does get to that position. So he gets that nice set there on that red line to the top, starts coming down back on the red line, as we can see at this position here, coming down to impact, absolutely perfect. And yet never does that club head ever go to the right of that red line. We can see that evidently there quite clearly. So that's what I need you to work on. I need you to work on getting a bit more room, a width at the top, and then from there just trying to swing a little bit more from the inside on the way down. Practice it with your camera, practice getting the path good with a couple of balls there, doctor balls, trying to swing out that way. Either way, work against the wall and hit the wall on the way down. Thanks, Peter.